welcome to the show. I'm SHERON. It is Fabulous Friday, Fun Friday, and I just love it. Thank you so much for joining. Now we're going to talk about the mind, the 9 levels of the mind. That is, I love it. I love the mind. That is all we have to work with. It creates our reality. It causes us to dream. So the 9 levels of the mind are the beta mind, the alpha mind, the theta, and the delta mind. Also, there is something called colloquial, your good mind. Don't lose your good mind. That's when the stress is all there. It's like, don't lose your good mind. And we have when people make you angry and you want to tell them off, you want to give them a piece of your mind. Nobody got time for that. Keep it to yourself. No one wants a piece of that. So then we have the analytical mind, which is a scientific mind that really analyzes everything, want to create algorithms for it, put it in a category. So that is the analytical mind. Then we have the mind of wisdom, or the mind of Solomon, I like to call it. And the Bible supports that, and we have scriptures that will support that. Scriptures in Proverbs. Proverbs is just a book of wisdom. You can find great wisdom. And Solomon exhibit great wisdom when the 2 mothers were debating who was the mother. At that time, he said, Eureka, let's chop the baby in half. And the real mother said, no, don't. And in Proverbs, we have Proverbs chapter 4, 1 through 5, that talks about wisdom, the wisdom call, gaining wisdom. Chapter 7 in Proverbs, 1 through 4, wisdom call. And Proverbs chapter 8, verse 35 and 36, talks about wisdom and death. We'll explore that and see what that's all about. But the beta mind is the mind where you take action. It's the physical world. It's the world that we're in now. It's the result of all your manifestations, of all your thinking, of all your visualization. That is your beta mind. And after that, that's the very fast mind. That's the mind that goes very fast. And some people have a very, very fast mind. They got to really get in there and move that energy. But there is the law of balance that comes in, and your theta, your alpha mind has to come in. And that's when you take time out and daydream and just relax and you take a nap. That's when you daydream and you close your eyes and you go inside. You go inside and start visualizing. Did you know that 85% of the stimulus when you close your eyes is eliminated? That means because we take in so much in our eyes and what we hear. So, but almost 95% or 90% of your stimulus is taken in through your eyes. So when you take a nap, you simply close your eyes, you're going inward and seeing and start visualizing what you want, creating. Just become a movie director when you're in your alpha state. And it's very easy to get to. The next level, which is a little slower than the alpha, is the theta. That's when you get intuitive insights, a hunch about something. The universe just gives you a little kiss on the cheek and say, here's a hunch, a little kiss on the little chin. Here's a hunch about something. Or maybe I should go here, or I ought to go there, or just going down the street for no reason. And you see something or someone you've probably been thinking about, or an idea, and it comes. So, and the next level, which is even slower, is the delta. That's where the body is repairing itself. You're in a deep, deep sleep. You can do your astral traveling, out of body traveling, and things of that nature. So you can travel outside the body. Now the next level, or if there's a level, because everything is happening as in a spiral. It's not a linear, line, occurrence in life. So we have those minds of your good mind. And that's when you're so stressed in layman's terms or local colloquium. Don't lose your good mind. Don't lose your last mind. Hang on to it. We have the, I want to give you a piece of my mind because I'm really pissed off at you. And you cut me off in traffic. You took the last sandwich, and I want to give you a piece of my mind. Ain't nobody got time for that. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself so we can move on. And we have the analytical mind, which is a scientific mind. And this is a mind where you've come up with your analytical, you're in the beta, you're action oriented, and then you're in the alpha, which is the dream state, and you analyze it. So those are the two levels. You have your beta here, your action oriented, and you have your alpha, which is your dream state. And within that, those two states of mind, you have what is called thought. And your thought is a blending of, it could be analyzing or what you have created between those two levels. And that is what we call thought. So you have a thought about something. So you thought about that and you thought about this. And now you want to bring it into reality. That's where the analytical mind. Now there is a mind called, I call it the Solomon mind, or the wisdom mind that overrides everything. Because as the Bible says, when you get wisdom, you get understanding. You have everything. As is the story I told earlier about Solomon and the mother finding wisdom. And in the Bible it says that Solomon had great wisdom. So we're going to explore that a little deeper. One is Proverbs chapter 4, 1 through 4. Proverbs chapter 7, 1 through 5. And Proverbs 8, chapter 8, verse 35 through 36. And it reads like this. In chapter 4, verses 1. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you sound learning, so you do not forsake my teaching. For I was too a son to my father, still tender and cherished by my mother. Then he taught me and said to me, take hold my words with all your heart. Take these words in, because these words are deep. He was taught by his father and then his father, and he's passing it on. And you pass on wisdom. That is really how you pass on wisdom, is that someone has to teach you, or you're in great observance of a master. And another way that you can gain wisdom is just being in the presence. And silence can be a wonderful teacher. That is how you're also passing on wisdom, just being in the presence of the great ones. So also there's one in chapter 7, verses 1 through 4, and it is talking about wisdom against anything, any temptation that may come up against you, that you have wisdom over it. And it reads, my son, keep my words and store up my commands within you. Keep my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye, meaning very important. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and to insight, you are my relative. It's everything, wisdom. Wisdom trumps everything. When you gain wisdom, you gain understanding, because that means you're taking the time, you're slowing your thinking down. You're out of the beta level, which is a very fast thinking. You have gone deeper into alpha, and you're really into the theta, where intuitive insights, inductive reasoning, comes in. So you want to gain that, because you got to wrap it in your finger, live with it, breathe with it. Wisdom is you. So also we have another one, Wisdom Call, chapter 8, verse 35 and 36. This is really good stuff that is in the book of Proverbs. It reads, for those who have found life find and receive favor from the Lord. But those who fail to find me harm themselves. All who hate me love death. All who hate loves death. Because wisdom is knowledge, wisdom is love. It's finding the good in everything. And if you stay stuck on that, then you're staying stuck on death. You're calling it death if you're not calling in life. And God is all about life, the God that is within you. It is good to have wisdom, but having with understanding. I can remember growing up, often people will ask, well, what does your name mean? And I really couldn't tell them. What came up was that it means wisdom. It means wisdom. So we have to always practice wisdom. It trumps everything. The Bible is a great way of gaining wisdom. Wisdom can be read, but then also you have to live it. And also being around someone that knows more, that is wisdom. Being in their presence, assisting them with things, being an apprenticeship or apprentice can be, or simply just helping out in the neighborhood. You can gain wisdom and gain understanding about life and about yourself and your direction in life. It is just so much fun here on planet Earth being in wisdom. You want to have that wisdom. You want to have that joy. This is you. This is you. I'm excited for you. Large sums of money comes to you easily and frequently in increasing amounts on a continuous basis for the best interest of all that you get to keep. That is my prayer for you, for all that is listening. There is so much love for you here. And as always, we want to end the show with something warm to drink. I'm drinking a wonderful cup of tea. Green tea, I'm drinking two. One is passion tea and the other one is green tea. I kind of like mixing my teas, so. So good, so good. I encourage you all to research those levels. The beta, that is the functioning, what you're doing now. The alpha, your dream state. Your theta, your inductive, intuitive. And your delta. You really want to get to that delta level so you can replenish your body at night. I'm SHERON. Thanks again for watching. And washing your mind. You want to wash your mind of things that are not working, letting go everything that is not working. This is a time that we're entering into the Aquarian age, where old things are gone and taking on the new things. It is so vitally important to do that. Take the time to love yourself, to love others, and we'll see you in the next. Enjoy.